All right, everybody. So, if you're like me, you've had some struggles with the NIBP, the blood pressure on these Zoll monitors, so we came over and played with it here a little bit, shooting a video to hopefully help you out with this. So when you first go to monitor, as soon as your screen comes on, if you hit NIBP, it's going to tell you NIBP not ready. So this thing has to kind of get ready, I guess. So NIBP not ready. So just give it a minute, okay? And wait till you heard all those beeps. And then you notice up here it says NIBP and it's not flashing or changing or anything like that. And down here is where you're going to take your blood pressure. So you're going to press that. But you got to get into that kind of deep. If you just sort of halfway press it, you feel like you pressed it, but it really didn't go. So get into that deep. The pump is so quiet it's hard to hear in a noisy room. But see that status bar right there? That's how you know that your cuff is inflating. Okay. If at any time you hit the NIBP again, it aborts it. And it doesn't show it going down, but if you try to hit this button, it's not going to take another blood pressure because it's still deflating. So you have to give it about 15 seconds or maybe even a little bit more before it's ready to go again. And then once you hit it, it'll go. Okay. So if you're hitting the button, oh, I'm not sure if it started, I'll hit it again. You know, we're kind of just working against ourselves because I know I've done that too. I've just hit the button, oh crap, hit the button again, and we're starting it, we're stopping it, or it's not even going to take it all because it's deflating the cuff. Okay, so let me deflate that again. Something else that we noticed today was this was flashing NIBP and auto up here. And what happened, I think, was this button got held down a little bit longer. If you hold this down for 2 seconds, it's actually the shortcut into the every 15-minute cycle blood pressure. Like if you're on a transfer, you can get to that by going to parameter, NIBP, and hitting auto, and that's how you get into your transfer sequence for every 15 minutes. We did discover too this NIBP stat. It takes a blood pressure, it deflates, it takes another blood pressure, it deflates, it takes another one. It'll do that for I think 10 minutes, and so that's a lot of blood pressures. That's pretty hard. So I wouldn't use that. So we'll go back out to here. So I'm going to hold this NIBP button down for 2 seconds, and then in the upper left you're going to see NIBP auto, and there's that status bar again. Okay. Now if I abort that and NIBP has aborted, that message has to go away before you can hit the button again and take another pressure, because that's the cuff deflating all the way down. So now I can hit the button and take another one. And you know it's done too. We'll let it run its whole course this time. We'll let it go all the way down. You know the blood pressure is done when it makes that little chime. So we'll let it make its little noise so you know when the pressure's done. There you go. That's telling you that it just took the blood pressure. So if you want to go back to just a single blood pressure and not, right now it's going to go again in 15 minutes. Just like if you were on a transfer, just like if you went through parameters and set it up that way. So if you want to go back, just hold it down for 2 seconds and it goes back. Now it didn't deflate that time, or inflate it. The cuff didn't inflate automatically, so I'll just have to hit it again. So I guess the big takeaway is watch for that status bar. It doesn't matter if you're in the auto mode or not. The status bar is telling you that it's inflating, and if you get kind of flustered and start hitting this button too many times because you're not sure if it's working, then you just got to stop and wait a minute. The other thing too, like I said at first, when you first turn this monitor on, give it a little bit to make its tones, and then hit the NIBP and look for that status bar. So if you have any questions, give myself or Sharon a call. Thanks.